Welcome back to my channel. I'm Hannah Blackwell, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my February TBR. So this month, my Once Upon a TBR jar is back in action, and I'm very excited to pick my TBR for February based on my pulls from this TBR jar. I love this jar. It's flipping adorable. I made it myself. Sorry, the lighting's kind of like an issue today. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's like the time of day or something, but this is just when I can film today. So just try to get you guys out of like that window. I don't have a freaking shade for that window at the moment, so that's life. Okay, anyway, I am in the middle of a reading slump. I don't know if I would really call it a slump or no, definitely not. I would more say I've been very busy and had a lot of stuff occupying my time recently. We did have Once Upon a Readathon. It's been so much fun. There's technically a couple more days left for the readathon, and I've only read 5 books this month. And only. For a lot of people, that's a lot of books. For me, that's not a lot of books. But I wouldn't call it a slump in that, I don't know, I've just been really busy. Though I have been like having time to read and then just not knowing what I want to read. I did read this whole series. I read the Black Winter series by Darcy Coates. This is actually the 4th book in the series. This is the one that I just finished, so I am done with this series now. So that might have been part of it. I could have just been wanting to binge that series, didn't really want to read anything else. I've also really liked the Expanse series recently, and I'm still waiting for my library audiobook for that one. I have 1 audio credit on Audible still I could use, I guess, but I don't really want to use it. So maybe it's just that I have other books that I would want to read. I don't know. I think what we're gonna do, and what I'm gonna do for now, I was thinking, okay, let's just say I'll just do this for the rest of the year, but you guys know me at this point, if you've been watching my channel, like I change drastically from month to month in terms of what I want to do with my TBR or what I want to do with everything. Basically, I'm all over the place. Blame it on my ADD, you know? I think that I'm gonna do for this month where I just pick 10 and it's like a mood TBR, like no punishment or anything like that. I have so much fun picking from this jar, but I've got a lot of stuff going on. We've been really concentrating on making our food from scratch and starting seeds for the garden this year. If you didn't already know, I'm an avid gardener, so things have just been kind of busy, but I really want to find like my groove with reading in February. We'll see if it happens. So I think it's going to be a mood reading TBR. So if you are new to my channel, sorry for the scatterbrained. I would like to say that that is not a regular thing, but that would be a lie. If you haven't already subscribed, that'd be so cool if you did. It really helps my channel grow. Go ahead and guys, comment down below. What are you guys planning on reading in February? Give me some ideas. I need help. Okay, so let's go ahead and unlid this thing. And I've got just prompts in here. They're all pretty like easy, I would say. Like they're not really specific. They kind of allow me to mood read anyway, but I think I'm gonna pick 10. And if I pick one that I'm like, I don't know, I'll just kind of leave it blank if I don't know what I want to pick for that one. But let's just go ahead and start and see where this takes us. No strict rules or anything for this month. I do have a buddy read for the Stormlight Archive and on our Hideaway Discord, and I do have a buddy read for my Patreon. We're going to be reading What Lies Beyond the Veil by Harper L. Woods. So if I can get those on there, that's cool. I'm in the middle of a few books. If I can get this on there, that's cool. If not, it's cool. It's a mood reading friendly situation in February. Just let's inspire me. Let's inspire me to figure my out, you know? Okay, let's go. So this is, upside down. So that is, can we focus? There we go. 500 pages, 500 plus pages. I have a couple of things I can do for this, okay? So the first thing that I can do is that y'all should see my desk right now. No, you shouldn't. It's a freaking disaster. I am in the middle of Fool's Errand. This is over 500 pages. and I'm on page 332 out of just under 600 pages, so over halfway. I could count this one, and I think I'm going to. Let's just go ahead and get this on the TBR. We know I want to get through it. So let's go ahead and get this on the TBR. I do have Stormlight too, but I'm just going to go ahead and do this one. I want to read it. I love Robin Hobb. It's just, reading Robin Hobb when you're slumping is kind of like not a thing. You know what I'm saying? At least not for me. Pick number 2. Let's see. Another purple one. They don't really mean anything. Ooh. Beautiful cover. That's a good one. Okay. Okay, guys. I have a lot of beautiful covers, I have to say. They're the 2 that I picked because I'm in a sci-fi mood still, I would say. If there is something that I'm in more of a mood for, it's still going to be sci-fi. These are both the start of series, I think. I don't know. If you guys know if The Surviving Sky is supposed to be series, let me know. These are the 2. And I think I'm going to pick The Surviving Sky. This cover is absolutely stunning. Stunning. One of the most beautiful covers I've seen in a while. So this is by Kritika Rayo. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But it's about these people that live like above this jungle planet. They're the last refugees of humanity. And then we're also following this like husband and wife couple. I believe that they are scientists or architects, and they are part of what keeps this place kind of like running. I guess their marriage is in trouble, and I don't know. So I think it might be like a commentary, a character-driven kind of book, science fiction book, but a little bit like obviously very futuristic at the same time. Obviously, humanity needs to survive, and I'm assuming that this couple has something to do with ensuring that. It's long-ish. How long is this? Just over 500 pages. This is a mood reading TBR, okay? Like an MBR. This is not like I'm going to read all these books. These are just supposed to inspire me to read, okay? So definitely a possibility. And this looks really cool. I think this is a good one. Okay, so I've got 2 books on my TBR so far. And they are both over 500 pages because I don't know why. I don't know. So let's pick number 3. This says a TBR, yeah, a TBR vet, and so a TBR veteran. Ooh, that sounds so good. Am I an ASMR channel now? Sorry. Okay, a TBR vet. Let's go. You know what I think is going to be a good decision is if I pick What Lies Beyond the Veil by Harper L. Woods. This is our Patreon book club pick for my Miriana book club. If you didn't already know, I have a patron, and we actually recently switched our book club, and we're doing bi-monthly, and we're doing series. So this is the new series we're going to start. I think that there's 4 books in the series. So for January, February, our book is What Lies Beyond the Veil. And I don't know much about it other than it is a fantasy romance series that I've heard very good things about. It's really popular. It's on KU. Also, the audiobooks are free on Audible. I don't know much else about it. I think that it's a bit kind of like stereotypical, and that's kind of why I've not been reading too much like fantasy romance lately, because I feel like every time I pick one up, it's got the same plot. And no, that's not true of every fantasy romance. But it's just like it keeps happening to me, and it's been kind of like deterring me from picking up more. Anyway, we'll see how this one goes. Maybe it'll get me back into fantasy romance again, and maybe it'll be like fast-paced and fun and just kind of like get my energy for reading going again too. Fantasy romance can really do that for me a lot of the times, and I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping it does this time. So let me know if you've read it and what you thought about it. So that is 3. So this is going to be pick number 4. Okay. Match your outfit. I've not got that one before. Okay, that's fun. Well, I've got a pink Guns N' Roses sweatshirt on with, it's got roses on it and it's pink. There's some vines as well. And oh, there's 2 guns. So vines, guns, roses, pink. Okay, this is not what I thought I would be going for. I thought I'd be going for something like more ethereal than this, but it makes sense. And listen to me, okay? Butcher and Blackbird. Pink, obviously, all over. And it's got weapons all over the front. I don't see a gun, but there's like chainsaw, an axe, a butcher's knife, like a skull and crossbones. And I think that counts. So like weapons on the front and pink. So we're going with Butcher and Blackbird. This was one of, I think this was Maggie's favorite book of the year. And I saw this on the favorite book of the year list for a lot of other booktubers that I follow. And I trust their opinion, and I'm hoping I love it. I hear it's like really fun, really funny, really violent. Obviously check the trigger warnings, but a very dark humored contemporary serial killer romance. We'll see how I like it. I need something like fun and fast paced, and I think that this is going to be that. I have a very good, like a diverse array of like genres so far. Speaking of diverse, well, I have some diversity in here with Critica Real, but some more diversity would be good in terms of like authors and representation. So let's see what else I can get. Oh, well, there you go. Let's do some LGBTQIA+ rep. And I have the perfect one for this. That is right in front of me because I have already started it, and that is The Long Way to a Small and Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. Becky Chambers is known for doing a lot of LGBTQIA+ rep in her work, and I can already tell you there is like non-binary rep in here. I've only just started it. I can't remember what else rep is in here, but non-binary for sure. But I'm very much enjoying this. It's just kind of like cozy, slow-paced, just vibes, no plot. And when I'm not feeling the when I'm not feeling the urge to pick up a book, having just a character-driven, vibes-driven book is just not the way to go, which is why I keep not picking up the 2 books I'm reading, because they are Robin Hobb and this, and then also I'm reading a nonfiction too. But I think this is gonna be good. I will be hopefully finishing it in February. I'm enjoying it. I'm not planning on DNFing it. So this is like I said, all vibes, no plot. It's a science fiction book about this group of this diverse cast of characters that all are working on this ship in space together, basically. I don't know anything else other than that. This is the first book in the Wayfarer series, and each book in this series is connected, but it's not like in order, like the same plot, right? They're just kind of like connected, like the characters are connected. So I just actually bought 2 other books in this series, books 3 and 4, because I saw them at my local used bookstore. I still need to get the second book, but I'm planning on continuing on in the series too, so definitely need to finish this one. So that is 5. I've got 5 picks so far. Pick number 6. Continue a series. Okay, continue a series. To Flame a Wild Flower, which is the 3rd book in the Crystal, I don't know if it's like the Crystal Bloom series by Sarah A. Parker. The first book is To Bleed a Crystal Bloom. I adored it. I gave the first book 5 stars. I gave the second book 6 stars. I have very high hopes for this book. We left it at quite the cliffhanger. If you've never heard of this, this is kind of like a dark and gritty Rapunzel retelling fantasy romance series. It's very problematic. Check the trigger warnings, but I loved it. Sarah A. Parker has a very flowery writing style, so if you like that, cool. If you don't, probably don't pick it up. because her writing style is definitely very flowery, but I think it's also just very good, very atmospheric. My dog keeps on making, like, he's stretching and he keeps on making these really weird sounds. Anyway, definitely looking forward to continuing on with this. More fantasy romance. Fantasy romance is for February. February is for fantasy romance. So obviously I need to have more than one fantasy romance on my February TBR. So that was 6 pulls. Let's do pull number 7. Unhaul a Book. Okay. I will do that. I can do that. The problem is trying to remember which books I've already told you guys I'm unhauling and not. Guys, I just did an unhaul and I literally have a box of books right now I'm trying to get sold. So, like, I'm working on unhauling right now, which counts in itself. But, like, I don't feel like I've got a box. Like, if you guys want to see, like, I'm selling books right now. Like, I'm unhauling books. So that counts. But I'm going to do a repull. So, another repull for pull number 7. Just because I can't really tell you a specific book because I don't know. I did one with my Patreon and then I did kind of unhauling on my own that I didn't really film or anything. So, I feel like I'd have to pick a new book to unhaul, but I don't have anything I want to unhaul right now because I literally I've been doing this. So, yeah. Let's see. Book club. Book club. That is perfect because I still have to get the Stormlight in here. So this is not technically a book club, but it's really all I have left, like, for read-alongs, and it's like a we're doing a read-along on The Hideaway of the Stormlight Archive. It's a reread for me. I'm very excited for it. I need to get to this behemoth. But that's going to be The Way of Kings is the first book in the Stormlight Archive. Yeah, we're going to be doing a read-along on the Hideaway Discord, and we are reading this one in January and February. We're reading this one in January and February. This is an epic political fantasy story that follows a different cast of characters. Like, there's 3 big main characters. Well, maybe 4. And there's some other ones too. And it definitely expands. It all takes place around this war that's happening. And I explaining this series is so hard. So it all basically takes place around this war, and there were these heralds that had abandoned this planet of Roshar. There were these Knights Radiant that kind of like helped take care of humans people for the heralds or something. I don't know. It's been so long since I've read this, and also so long specifically since I've done a synopsis, so I don't know. Like, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything. So just know it's an epic fantasy series that's amazing and also has a lot of pages. We're going to be reading along for that series and chatting about it in the Discord. I want to start it soon. People have started to read it, I think, so I gotta get to it. Pull number 8. Okay. Bright cover. Okay, so for bright cover, I think I'm going to go with the nonfiction that I'm already currently reading, which is Food Fix. This is mostly a white cover, so I think it's very bright. And this is basically about what we eat and about modern agricultural practices and their effect on the earth, and also about the quality of food that we eat. It's been really interesting so far. A lot of this I already know and I'm already very passionate about, but a lot of this is just interesting to get a little bit more information on, and I've enjoyed just reading a little bit at a time. I'm not very far in. I'm about 35 pages in, and yeah, I think this is a bright cover. It definitely counts. On to the next pick. Okay, so that's I think I've gotten all the books that I needed to get on here, which is good, plus some other fun ones. So this is going to be pick number 9. And I have Romantasy, which is very good considering it's February. And I think I know which one I'm going to pick. Everybody and their mom have been talking about The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I have not. I have not read this. I own the whole series. I made sure to get the hardcovers in their indie editions. And yeah, I still haven't read them. I've read 2 other books by Carissa Broadbent, and then I've DNF'd one. I gave Daughter of No Worlds 5 stars. Then I DNF'd book 2 in that series. And then I also read Slaying the Vampire Conqueror and gave that 4 stars. So more good than bad, but also there is the chance of a flop, right? So hopefully I really enjoy this. So I think that a lot of people really have. I'm hoping. I think this has a little bit more romance in it than Daughter of No Worlds, which is kind of what put me off because I had a certain expectation, and then book 2 came around and things got really confusing for me. But I just know that this is about a girl who's the daughter or adopted daughter of like a vampire king or a vampire lord, but she's not a vampire, and she enters this competition. She's hoping to win so that she can be able to ask for a boon from Nyaxia, maybe? I don't know, from someone with the power to give her whatever she wants. She wants to be a vampire. And it's about that. And I think there's some kind of romance between her and one of the other contestants. So I'm happy to get 3 fantasy romances on this list. A little nervous at the same time because I'm not in a fantasy romance mood. We'll see. And I've got the final poll. Okay, let's see what we have here. Fantasy. Okay, I was hoping to get some like mystery and thrillers on this list. I don't know how I didn't end up with any. Okay, because I said so, we're gonna do a repull. I need to get a mystery thriller of some sort on this list. So we're gonna keep going. I don't know what mystery thriller, I need some more options. He's outside. Nope. Witches. Okay. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Okay, so owned TBR. Okay. Okay, I don't know what is pulling me towards this book, but I actually almost picked this for bright cover, so I'm definitely going to pick it now. And that's The Mother-in-Law by Sally Hepworth. I didn't really feel much of a drive to read her but Haley Hughes has been talking about her a lot recently and really enjoying Sally Hepworth's writing, so that's kind of gotten me more interested. So this is the only book I own by her. It's The Mother-in-Law, and I don't know anything about this, but the name itself has me intrigued. On the back it says, from the moment Lucy met her husband's mother, she knew she wasn't the wife that Diana had envisioned for her perfect son. 5 years later, Diana's passed away, and there's a suicide note left near her body because apparently she says she has cancer, but I guess no cancer was found in her body from the autopsy. I don't know. It sounds like there's just this weird mystery going on. Very interested to see kind of like where it takes us. I think it's going to be like a mystery thriller that's going to be like more on the mystery side, but with some thrilling, suspenseful elements, and I'm excited. Okay, so there you have it. These are the 10 books that I have on my TBR for February. Obviously, we know this is more of an MBR, but these are the books that are hopefully going to give me some different ideas and some different, like, motivation to pick up more books in February, because 5 is not many for me, but 5 is fine. Like if I only end up reading 5 books in February, that's okay too. Like it's whatever I want to read, and if that's what I want to read, that's what I want to read. And that's fine too. But it is definitely like lower end for me. We'll see what happens in February. If I only read 5 books, but they're like big books too, like that's totally understandable. So we'll see what happens. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books. Let me know what you thought about them. Also, let me know what you're looking forward to reading in February. Give me some ideas. Like I said, this is an MBR. This is inspiration. So I'm still open to more possibilities. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd love to see you do so. Also, don't forget to click the like button. All my social media is linked down below in the description, including my Instagram, my Patreon, my Goodreads, all of that jazz. Until next time, fellow readers, keep reading and living your best life.
Never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray. you fade away.